and welcome to another Games and Dev. I am 3D Flight Dreams, and today, well, we're going to talk about something strange, a weird glitch I figured out. So, what it is we have pilots here, and they're invisible. Well, who are these pilots? Well, I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but you probably see them from the thumbnail. Nah, I'll probably put the Marshler instead, standing through it just for a troll. But no, to be real, I am going to show you. So what we have is I glitched the system. Yes. And who are these pilots? Well, they're invisible right now. But if I run my project, now you can't get, I got to figure out how to make one completely invisible. I think I figured that part out, but not yet, because it always puts the default male. But you guessed it. Who we got here? Oh yeah, okay, from the new Top Gun movie, you got Maverick and Maverick. So how the heck did I do this? Well, besides smashing my head through the screen a bunch of times, I'll show you. So basically what I did is, if we escape this and go to my project, and we look in my source. Now this is a little weird. I got this out of Asobo Character Humans. Now, this was all in the pilot file. I don't know if this makes a difference having it here, there, and both spots, but I have Sim CFG and Texture CFG and Sim Texture CFG. I think I'm confusing the heck out of system, and it seems to work. But anyways, if you go to Sim CFG, that's lovely. Anyways, the Sim CFG. Now what we see here is something interesting. So we have what they call pilots, and we have female African, female uniform African, female casual, female uniform. So they double up. So I'm like, I see a pattern. So I did that here. Double up, just no title. But you're not done, because I did this like glitch that this doesn't even exist. But if you look here, this is actually 25, 24, and 23. You're probably like, wait, you don't know how to count. That's 22. No, it's not. So if you go to 22, it's actually 23. And then it says male Indian uniform. So let's see what that is. Male Indian uniform. Well, pilot male. Yep, 22. So 22 on the pilot is pilot 22, but it's avatar 23. I know, it's a little strange. So we want to get pilot 22, 23, and 24 on the avatar 23, 24, 25, and 26. So basically what this is we go 23, so pilot 23. We want to make sure that we have military there, and it's set to 0, and co-pilot 1, meaning you can have a co-pilot, and I believe if you put pilot, it'll break it. But anyways, you have that, and then here's the other confusing part. You'll get a lot of pink textures. Well, I'm telling you right now, this is craziness I came up with, and it seems to work after you run my project, which the project is so big I don't think I could share it, because there's so many source files of Flight Simulator. So I'm trying to tell you where you can get this. So if you go in your let me go over here really quick. I will find it for you, because I am doing a tutorial and like that. So if we go in our community, actually I have it. So silly. If we go here, let me just go back here really quick. There we go. Okay, this is my community folder. Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's the F8 team pilot, there's the default characters, there's my project, and that is another project, but you only require the one file. So That's just because I have another backup. This one's called Pilot to Go. So anyways, when you build a project, it does something interesting. It takes out all the textures, but they're there because they're there by default. That's where this craziness comes in. This is a path of the texture. So, for example, my company Bears, and you probably wonder why that's called Bears. Well, it's because that was the default project. But anyways, I'm getting off course. So this counts as 1. So sim objects is 1, humans 2, my company Bears 3. Texture. Now most things are only twice because you have humans and bears. But the military pilots like Maverick and the space thing has 3 dots because after long examination, I discovered that the pilots, this is not the default thing. It usually goes sims, humans, Maverick, and then textures, unlike the normal thing that you go sim, human. That's why it's working, because I have my company Bears. But the normal one, if we go to, I know it's a little confusing. If we go to the normal characters, see. Now, I don't think I can glitch it here, but I'll show you something funny. So if you go to Marshaller, and I don't know, we'll do winter, female, winter, Hispanic, why not? Okay, so we're going to grab this. Now, you're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. Well, I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time, but this might work, this might not. Let's tread softly, because if I break this again, I'm going to be really angry. This takes forever to get working again. I believe it's Pilot to Go, and I can't screw around with that. But I can screw around with this, I think. Now, if I'm going to mess around with 28, I'm going to have to make sure there is a 28. There is a 28, and it's a military. That's not who we want. I believe not. And we don't want a pilot. We want a female. Okay. This could break Maverick or make it. We'll see. So, Maverick, you're awesome. Hopefully I don't break you. Made a backup of the file. Build. I don't know why they just don't have it as default character anyhow. He's a cool character. He's the man. Okay, so we have Maverick and Maverick. Okay. Good sign, good sign, good sign. All good things, all good things. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to see if it generated Pilot 9. No, it didn't generate. But if you want Maverick Spaceman, now you have 2 spacemen flying the plane. Anyways, so I'll probably have to drag it in, build it, but the problem is when I build it, it breaks it, and I still can't figure out what's causing this. It's just one file I got or made that glitched, and then ever since that, and the glitch, I have these floating avatars. I'm sure there's other people that know more about this, but this took a while, and all I was doing is playing with the sim. But I don't know which one it was. Was it this one? Was it the one in the pilot folder? Because it seems like the minute I change something, it stops working. It goes back to default. So this I'm going to have to figure out. So I just want to share that. It just was a quick thing. So how you do this is these are the animations of the default pilot female. And in each one of these folders is a pilot LOD. And if you open the LOD, there's nothing. It doesn't show anything. And I copied the textures of the pilot mark, which is Maverick. If you look at the helmet, You get Dark Star helmet, and then the distinguished one is right there, Maverick. So I copy that in there, and that's in Pilot. And then I also copied it. No, I didn't copy in here. So this is an empty texture folder with that. And you can take a screenshot of this. All I want to say is I don't know if I can show that because this is all default Microsoft files, and the folders, like my community folders, I can only imagine how big this is. So let's say go in my community folder and go to Flight Simulator and then go back. Yeah, 4 gigs. No way. No way. No site is going to share that. So basically what I'm saying is go ahead, copy Yosobo F18 character. Go ahead, copy Yosobo sim characters, and you won't have my project file. But, here's the but. You could go to your Bear file, right? So if you have the sample file, you can go in your Bear project, and I learned from here. So if you go into project sources, which is your build file, you'll see this. Okay, you have animation, model black, texture. I didn't do the texture dot black bear, but if you look in the sim CFG, right there, flight sim 1, texture black bear, height, whatever. Anyways, and then you have your animations. And then of course in your texture, you have the bear. This is a free file you can get. So I just copied this file right here, renamed it, and then use the same structure. You're going to have to clear out the timestamps and the metadata, but you can figure that out. And you're going to have to change the project name and stuff down here of your input to whatever you call your project, which you can do in the video I showed you before, where when you open a project, you can go into your project, and you can actually go into Inspector. I don't know why it's so small. And you can actually go here and name it something and then update project. But I'm not going to do that because it's going to break my name. But that's how you do it. And then you set your asset to the directory. So this is the project source that I showed you. Sim object, humans, whatever you're going to call it. My planes, whatever. Then you have to do here, and you have to manually type it in and hit enter. When you're done, change that from airplanes to human, and then put my airplanes or whatever. It's just the same directory, just instead of project sources, it's just sim objects. Okay, and then you go back here, and then you'll see this. You don't want it as root, and you'll get the builder, and you want to just put it all. So if you hit build, you want to have this at auto source, and of course you can see it's acting all screwy. Did something. The game's just wigging out. But anyways, you want this as package builder. Yeah, see. So that's how you do it. As for getting it to work all the time or having a file available to download, I don't know. But like I said, you can go into your community folder, or your flight simulator folder, and you can get the character folder. And this has that structure you were looking at. So basically what you want to do is you want to just copy these files, all these files, into your project source. So that's into this. But you want to have sim objects, humans, whatever the name of your company is, and copy it in here, and then move your texture CFG out here and do this craziness once again. Go ahead, look at this. So, and yeah, you should get pink characters when you boot up, but then once you run your project, you should have, Maverick and Space Maverick. So anyways, I hope this has been funny, helpful. I want to show you the Marshaller, but it's going to take too long to launch. I'll put it as a thumbnail. I'm not trolling. That's actual character. All I did was put Marshaller and build it, and you would see it. But anyways, that's how you do it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Once again, I'm 3D Flight Dreams, and you have a great day. Keep modding.